All right, it is 6:30. We will call the December council meeting to order at this time. Welcome to those in attendance, the council, and those watching at home to our final meeting of 2022. At this time, we'll have the clerk call the roll.
Bolt.
Here.
Vanderkin.
Here.
Katarabik.
Here.
Bry.
Here.
Reckelberg.
Here.
Sikowitz.
Here.
Beeman.
Here.
Schley.
Here.
Cummings.
Here.
Sakala.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. All members are present. At this time, will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? And if you could stay standing after the pledge by a prayer by our council president, Steve Sakala. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And suddenly there was with the angel a large army of angels from heaven, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards men." Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Alderman Sakala. We have two presentations this evening. We will start with the city clerk administering the oath of office and badge pinning for Police Officer Alexia Zak. So, Officer Zak, if you and your family and other officers who are here would like to come up, we will do the badge pinning and swearing in.
You want to take turns, switch off? Are you sure? Okay. All right, if you please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Alexia Zak,
I, Alexia Zak,
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of police officer for the City of Manitowoc
of police officer for the City of Manitowoc
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Welcome officially to the force. At this time, we have the annual Lakeshore Holiday Parade Awards. And this year, we have Director of Tourism, Courtney Hansen.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Like the mayor said, I'm the Director of Tourism for the City of Manitowoc. And this year, our department, upon creation, took over the planning and handling of the committee for the parade. So it's been a really great holiday season. Want to first thank, in addition to my team, all the volunteers on our committee who make this possible. Erica Crystal, who is on my team, Meredith Godzinski, Jeanette Koenig, Tina Prigge, Laura Schreiner, John Schwartz, and Tom Shemanek. Everyone has put so much effort in, not only the last few weeks, but throughout the year, making sure that this is a really great parade for our community. In addition, there were quite a few other individuals and groups that helped on parade night to make this a success. Rayanne Thomas, Grayson Crystal, the Citizens Academy, the Manitowoc Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, the Department of Public Infrastructure, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, of course, and Pastor Matt Sauer, who was the honorary parade marshal this year. I think all of us would agree that we could not have had a better parade. If we could have spectacular weather like that every year, it would be greatly appreciated. We received so many compliments on the quality of floats and the flow of the parade, and we can do all the planning we want, but one of the biggest factors in making this such a great parade is the hard work and designs of all of the organizations that put entries into the parade. So we thank all of the parade participants this year for that. Before we announce the 9 winners, we would like to thank the following organizations for generously supporting and sponsoring the Lakeshore Holiday Parade with monetary donations. These sponsors offset the costs that are associated with putting on a parade of this size, so the taxpayer dollars are not spent making this an event. This makes for a truly community-driven, outstanding parade. Thank you to Novak Service Center for the broadcast title sponsorship, Wisconsin Aluminum Foundry, our Cousin Eddie's Porta Potty sponsor, 920 CBD for serving as the sensory sensitive zone sponsor, Shipbuilders Credit Union and Oral Maxillofacial Surgeons Bay Care Clinic, our entertainment sponsors, Vitten Construction, our marching band sponsor, Quick Trip for being the parade judges sponsor, Breeze Malt and Ingredients for serving as the parade marshal sponsor, Manitowoc Professional Police Association and Casein Corporation for being the trophy tiding sponsors, AmeriCollect, Tenneco, and Scana Aluminum for being our shining star sponsors, and Lakeside Foods and Broadwin Heavy Fabrications for being our Santa Little Helper sponsors. And we also want to thank a variety of other businesses who have offered their services and in-kind donations this year, including B&M Waste, Fricky Printing Service, CHaferNews.com, who broadcasted the parade live on WOMT, the Herald Times Reporter, the Manitowoc Public Library, the Aurora West Art Museum, Coolest Coast, who did a video recording of the parade that you can still watch if you missed it on the Coolest Coast Facebook page, YouTube, or website, Maritime Ford, Pazorski Hauling and Recycling, and Lake Coast Local. And if you've missed any of your photos from the parade, you can catch an album of those on the City of Manitowoc's Facebook page. And now, without further ado, we will announce the winners. Just a couple housekeeping items. When we call your organization's name, if one representative could come up and accept the award from Erica, that would be wonderful. And then following the presentation, we don't have to wait till the end of the meeting, but just after this presentation, we'll head out in the hallway right away and grab a photo of all of your representatives with your trophy so we can post that on Facebook in the morning, along with a photo of your fabulous winning float. So. All right, so we're gonna start. We have 3 Holiday Spirit Awards, the Judges' Choice Awards, which are 5, and then we'll have the big Best in Parade, which gets to host Santa Claus next year. So first, for their beautifully lit float, silver tinsel, decorated forklift, very convincing Buddy the Elf, the hopped aboard, and a very large Merry and Bright WAF signage, Wisconsin Aluminum Foundry. Our next Holiday Spirit Award for the Army of Little Superheroes that brought Santa and a marvelous, I didn't write that, Erica did, thank you, conclusion, Mandu Dance. For the elaborate display of colors, lights, and laundry baskets that made that chore look really fun, Alliance Laundry Systems. And now we will announce the 5 winners of our Judges' Choice Awards that our panel of judges selected. For bringing out the faux snow and Bucky Badger to successfully amp up the crowd, Chewy's Bar. For their float outfitted with a sleigh and flying reindeer, windmill, and even a replica of the big blue crane that won Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin last year, Broadwin Heavy Fabrication. For their float of Christmas trees and sleigh followed by a herd of well-behaved pooches in holiday attire, Canine Perfection. And they picked theirs. They couldn't make it tonight, so they picked their award up earlier today. And the last Judge's Choice Award for bringing a train to the parade that was wonderfully decorated and carried Mrs. Claus herself, 920 CBD. Oh, yeah, there's one more. Sorry. My page continued. For real, the last of the Judge's Choice. For standing out in a cool red and white bus and handing out light-up wands that brightened our streets and smiles of children and adults alike, Just Orthodontics. And last but not certainly least, for the largest snowman and tree cutouts on the float, Olaf from the movie Frozen, and a whole crowd of little matching snowmen following their float. The winner of Best in Parade, who will have the honor of hosting Santa Claus next year, is Downtown Dance Company. Congratulations to all of the winners and those who made our 34th annual Lakeshore Holiday Parade a success. Your efforts have been recognized and are greatly appreciated. We look forward to next year, and every 5 years we have a really fun theme. So stay tuned to hear what our theme will be for our anniversary parade. And again, if the winners could quickly gather outside, we would love to grab photos in the hallway of your awards and your teams. So thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, everyone. It was great to see a lot of local businesses, longtime businesses and new ones supporting our community with the Lakeshore Holiday Parade. Thank you. All right. That concludes our presentations. We'll move on to item E, public hearings. There are none. Move to item F, public input. If there's anyone from the public interested in speaking on anything germane to the business of the city of Manitowoc, you may do so at this time. Yes, you'll be allotted 5 minutes if you just want to come up to the podium and just state your name and address for the record, please.
Good evening. My name is Dawn Erdman. I live at 1824 Abbey Ridge Lane, and I'm not a public speaker, so notes. Good evening, and thank you for your time and attention. I appreciate that my comments will be noted. I have some concerns with our Manitowoc Public Library. The past few months, I have been in contact with the library board regarding my concerns dealing with some inappropriate materials being available for young adult readers. I have followed the chain of command with my concerns and want the Common Council informed of these issues also. Some of the books being allowed contain explicit wording and descriptions along with indoctrination and grooming of subject matters not suitable for the 11 to 17-year-old children. The material ranks as pornographic. It reminds me of Playboy Penthouse from ages past, where you had to be 18 to acquire it, and for sure wasn't in the public library. I have done reconsideration forms and requested appeals, but just to let you know briefly, my appeals were denied, and apparently nobody has ever challenged the library in the past. I was informed the resources and references they use to determine and generate books into the 11 to 17-year-old section are from reliable national resources. One of the resources they use is called Books for Reluctant Young Readers. Here's a quick snippet from one of the books, The Haters, catchy title. You gotta slow it down, and I mean way down. In general, try to make circles with your tongue. You just sit there completely still with your mouth open and hope that it would start effing, the whole word, your face. You wouldn't have to do anything. Again, 11-year-olds to 17-year-olds. So besides requesting this type of material to be moved from that section, I also recommended other optional reference resources that actually rate books like movies. Makes sense to me. Unfortunately, I think many adults nor parents are aware of what is on the shelves at the children and young adult section in our library. I strongly encourage you to watch the library board video meeting from September 26th. If what I have brought to you before tonight is new information, now is the time for action. My analogy is like going to a doctor where tests are done. They're looking for bad things in the hope to stop or prevent infection and disease from taking over the well-being of the body. So please put a stop to this infectious perversion. And alderpersons, if you are aware and have no concerns and feel this is progress, I feel sorry for you. I also feel sorry for the future generations of youth that will replace you, those that will be making the decisions for our community. To conclude, I'm not a book burner. I don't believe in censorship by all means. I understand this type of material is out there, internet, social media, but shouldn't be in our 11 to 17-year-old section of our library. If anybody wants to have any information, feel free to contact me and my past communications with the board. You want to hand that out to everybody? I'd appreciate it. And thank you for your time.
Thank you for comments. Anyone else interested in speaking? Yes, if you just please state your name and address for the record.
Scott Milheiser, 905 20th Street in Manitowoc. I'm going to piggyback on what Dawn talked about. I would like to thank you, the council, for the opportunity to address you this evening. I am here tonight to ask for the council's support in finding a remedy to the problem of age-inappropriate books available to our children. The following are from books titled People Kill People, which is available for children 11 to 17 years old at the Manitowoc Public Library. From page 165, he pulled you into his lap. One arm remained possessively in control, while his spare hand dropped to stroke the crotch of your jeans. That part didn't hurt, and in fact, you were surprised that your wiener responded positively. Still, you knew it was wrong, so wrong, and you tried to get away. The hand holding you gripped tighter while the other unzipped your pants and yanked them off in one swift, well-practiced motion. You struggled but couldn't come near to matching his physical strength. He unbuttoned his own fly, freeing his sorry erection to worm its way between your butt cheeks. He slapped a hand over your mouth. This might hurt a little if it's really your first time. Let's see if it is. From page 75, her food is great. Her food is good. Great, in fact. But the idea of doing a brown-skinned bitch sickens you. That might be the way things are, but it's not the way they should be. Unnatural, that's what it is. And God forbid the two of them if they ever make a half-breed baby. This book contains sexual activities, including sexual assault and battery, sexual nudity, illegal drug use, profanity, racist commentary, and derogatory terms. On July 23, 2012, the Library Board approved the implementation of discipline for unacceptable use of the library internet. Under this approved discipline, if an adult were to access sexually explicit material that was then seen by a child in the library, they face up to a $25,000 fine or imprisonment up to 12 years, or both. Does this mean that the board and staff at the Manitowoc Public Library are in violation of Wisconsin State Statute 945.055 when our children are exposed to books with pornographic content and should be charged accordingly? The phrase, "it takes a village to raise a child," originates from an African proverb and conveys the message that it takes many people to provide a safe, healthy environment for children, where children are given the security they need to develop and flourish, and to be able to realize their hopes and dreams. This requires an environment where multiple people, including parents, neighbors, teachers, and policymakers, to care for a child. As a village, we have created anti-bullying campaigns, inclusion for all, and placed an emphasis on kindness, all to provide a safe and healthy environment for our children to grow and develop. We have a responsibility to protect our children from sexually explicit books that plant the seed of unhealthy sexual relationships, racism, and drug use that can all create lifelong self-esteem issues. This is not about banning books. I urge you, the policymakers of our community, to work with the concerned citizens in having books of this nature moved to the adult section of the library. I would propose replacing these books with history books, other factual books, and include brave books, all that will help to improve the educational process while also creating a nurturing atmosphere for our children to grow and develop. I ask that you place this topic on your next agenda so that you and the board can address the concerns of the citizens. Thank you again.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else interested in speaking for public input? Anyone else interested in speaking? Going once, twice? I'll close public input, and I will move to the next item on our agenda, which is appointments. I have one appointment, and that is the Crime Prevention Committee, Haley Bauer. I'd look for a motion to approve the appointment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Move to the consent agenda, item H. Any items to be removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I'd look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. We will move to item I, committee reports, and we will start with Committee of the Whole. Council President Steve Sakala.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has a document which is on consent, so we're good.
So no documents, all right. Thank you. We'll move then to the Finance Committee, and Alderman Jim Bry is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't know how I can follow that up. But the clerk has our documents. Thank you.
All right.
We have document 1011, which is a resolution establishing compensation of election poll workers for 2023. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
What's your pleasure on this resolution?
Move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1031 is a claim from Chase TIKR Holdings LLC for a sewer backup broken sewer lateral, requesting the amount of $19,634.60. Committee returns same, recommending to approve the claim in the amount of $19,634.60.
What's your pleasure on this report?
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1056 is a resolution approving the 2023 tourism fee schedule. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
What's your pleasure on this resolution?
Move for the adoption of the resolution, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion.
If I may, Mr. Mayor, essentially, this is just codifying what we passed in the 2023 budget and I guess in a resolution form to make it official, more official, so.
And I think we're moving it officially over to tourism. In the past, it's been under infrastructure, so
Correct.
just separating those fees now. Yep. Any further discussion? Seeing none, then all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Alderman Bry?
I just would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, those watching at home. And our next Finance Committee meeting will be Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, 5:30 PM here in the Common Council chambers. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman Bry. We will move to the Personnel Committee, and Alderman Eric Sitkowitz is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has the documents.
Document 1000 is an agreement with City of Manitowoc Transit Employees, Teamsters Local Number 662 for 2023 to 2025. Committee returns same, recommending to approve the contract as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1057 is a resolution to revise the job title from Zoo Maintenance, Education, and Animal Care, part-time, to Zookeeper, full-time. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1058 is a resolution to revise and reprice the community service worker to community service worker supervisors fleet maintenance. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1059 is a resolution to approve revisions to the Employee Policy Manual, December 2022. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1060 is a resolution to approve the seasonal hiring policy and pay rates for 2023. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1061 is a resolution to revise and reprice multiple job descriptions, cemetery team leader, arborist forester, and park team leader, and to approve the new senior DPI laborer job description. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Alderman Sitkowitz?
That completes our business this evening, but our next meeting is moved to Thursday, January 5th, due to the holiday being observed on Monday, January 2nd.
Sounds good. Thank you. We'll move to the Public Infrastructure Committee, and Alderman Mike Cummings is chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has her documents.
Document 1073 is a resolution for 2023 dust palliatives. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
To adopt the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1074 is a resolution for a 2023 sidewalk program. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
To adopt the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1075 is a resolution for 2023 seal coating. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
To adopt the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1076 is a resolution for 2023 street improvements. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
To adopt the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1077 is a resolution for non-ornamental street lighting, South 39th Street Extension. Committee returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
To adopt the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 1078 is Manitowoc Lutheran High School Federation, Inc. quitclaim deed for a 1.89 acre parcel of land at the intersection of Waldo Boulevard and North Rapids Road. Committee returns same, recommending approval.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
To approve, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Just so everyone is aware, we did sign off on this already because it went through multiple committees over the last several years. So this is just making it official. But any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Alderman Cummings?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That does conclude our business today. Our next meeting is going to be on January 4th at 5:30 in this very chamber.
Sounds good. Thank you. Public Safety Committee, Alderman Bill Schley, anything?
We got no business. However, our next meeting will be January 9th, 5:30 PM, right here in the council chambers. And I want to wish everybody out there in TV land and in the room a Merry Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa. Thank you.
Alderman Schley. And then we will take up the Plan Commission document.
Document 1079 is a resolution to approve the final subdivision plat for Creekwood Estates. Plan Commission returns same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the resolution, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Any other business to come before the council at this time?
I'm just in awe of Alderman Schley, the way he said that. That's incredible. It's-
So eloquently.
Yes, it was awesome. I give him a 10 out of 10 on that one. That was impressive.
There you go. All right. Well, I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Anything else? Anything else for the good of the order? If not, I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned.